Welcome everyone to Magic with Class. I'm Jeremy Class, and right now I have to cast 30 red and or white spells in order to complete the challenge for the day. So I don't really have a huge amount of red and white cards, and I don't really have a red and white deck, so I'm just going to use this slightly modified Knight deck. The issue with this deck is if you don't win within the first few turns, you are unlikely to win because it's hyper aggressive. It does use a couple of the adventure cards, so there is some card advantage there where you can cast the adventure and then cast the creature. I don't need my graveyard, so Elsa's Nightmare's third act doesn't really do much to me. However, right now it looks like he managed to stabilize, and he has 15 life, so that's not particularly good. Oh, not good. So this is an enchantment deck I'm playing, green-white enchantments. That's his O-Ring style ability. It's alright, I've been facing against decks that have been messing with my hand, which against an aggro deck is not where you want to be. Since, as I said, the deck does not draw a significant amount. So he's really going to beat me down with these 1/1s, I guess, as his Planeswalker ticks up. Okay, here's something. He gets the counter, at least. He can target himself with his own ability. Basri's Lieutenant, a human knight. So he's searching for an answer for it, because I believe, since his Planeswalker is multicolor, he can't remove Basri's Lieutenant, who has protection from multicolor. But then, is it... I'm not sure about that. Could be the ability. Odd choice, but it is an enchantment. I'll move to Eclipse. And I'll attack. I'm going to attack his Planeswalker, but I think he's almost certainly going to block. No, he let me through. Kind of strange that he let me kill his Planeswalker. But, good. Alright, I have Vigilance, so these things are no longer the issue. He must have something in his hand to remove it, or he has another Calyx. If he let me kill his Planeswalker so easily. Does he have these things that could have blocked? Well, I have Trample. I didn't realize. Oh, what? He gave me a creature? Why did he do that? Ah, no, he didn't give it to me. When Calyx is killed, I get the creature back. It's like an O-Ring style effect. I forgot about that. He's searching. Searching for a way to kill my creatures. Oh, my lord. He really had it. 7 mana. Of all colors. Wow, okay, so he was able to get his Calyx back with Eerie Ultimatum. That's a dangerous card. Oh, and he gets his Nightmare back. Destroy target. Power 2 or less. Now he's going to go for my Basri's Lieutenant, I'm sure. He's going to get 2 more tokens. Alright, what's he gonna do? Can his Calyx? Okay, he's gonna searching again. Underrated Planeswalker Calyx's Destiny hand. I think the and he chose Oath of Conqueror's Death. Alright, what am I doing here? I guess I'm gonna attack his Planeswalker again. What's his ultimate? 7. I'll kill one of his blockers so that he doesn't kill my creature. Gain a little bit of life. Although his Planeswalker remains untouched. Yeah, repeatedly doing that. Hurts. Man, these days just like every deck just has so much card advantage. Like it almost seems unfair. Especially those ultimatum cards. Ooh, okay. We'll see. I'll equip my Venerable Knight with my Shadow Spear. Can't attack though. And I think the longer this game goes on, the lower chance I have of winning. Yep, this is the second time my graveyard has been exiled, but it really doesn't matter. However, this is going to matter because what can he get back? He doesn't. There's no creatures or planeswalkers in his graveyard. Right. Yeah, oh no. Doom Foretold. I will say that these sagas are very strong. I can only sacrifice Shadow Spear. There's just so many things on the battlefield that are a problem. I have to take the Doom Foretold because if I don't, my Banishing Light will get sacrificed. Anyway. And my life total is healthy. It's at 28. So what does that do? That lets him draw as well, right? Another Trail of Crumbs. Wow, this is a very controlling enchantment deck. But that Calyx Destiny's Hand is just giving him all the advantage, and I actually defeated it once. What I couldn't do is beat two of them resolved, I guess. I guess I just keep casting. Can't attack anyway. He has summoned so many 1/1 little tokens. Ugh. Everything is removable. Can he ever, like, whiff on it? Like, can he just please whiff on the ability? What's his ultimate? Oh my gosh, no wonder this deck is so controlling. He's gonna get back all his enchantments if he ultimates with his Planeswalker. That would actually be fun to see, but if he does bring back all his enchantments, I will forfeit because the card advantage he would have attained is just too great. He has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in his hand. And he's scrying. And at this point, his life became quite high. Doom Foretold. So he has enough to sacrifice with Doom Foretold, so I don't even know what I would do. I guess I sacrifice the Dwarf. Yeah, nope. It's over. Let me go to the next game rather than bother with this. Oh, I forgot. I was only playing this deck so that I could get the cast, so I could cast 20 red or white creatures and not win the whatever it is challenge. I don't think I summoned 10 creatures in there, which I think I needed. So the next game, one more game, when I play this deck, I'll be able to. Oh no, I got it. I did get the reward. And I earned myself a pack, so I might as well open it now. Zendikar Rising pack. And I've opened so many of these already. Let me see what I got. Well, this one's new, and this is actually pretty good. It can function as a land or as a little ramp creature. 2 mana is a little more than you want to pay for that effect. I didn't have this card either. It's a counter spell. Not particularly good though, but I've seen this card used in a weaker version of Dimir Mill or Dimir Rogues. So what's the rare mythic? Shadow's Verdict. Exile all creatures and planeswalkers with 3 or less. White just does that effect so much better. I am not pre-ordering this. If this was maybe standard legal, okay, but I just don't play Historic right now. I just don't really have the cards to do it. Alright, so I'm going to switch decks now. I'm going to go into the Screen Black Mutate deck that I've been using. It's fine as is, I think, for now. And I'll play Ranked. I'll just try to complete the daily challenges, try to get to the next level, which I believe is, what am I on? Diamond or Platinum right now? I don't even know. Questionable hand, but I guess I'll keep. I just have to hope I'll draw. Not great. Not great. I need lands. I probably should have mulliganed there, but that's okay. Oh, and he's off to an aggressive start. This is some sort of counters deck then. Which is not good for my deck, because I use a lot of Heartless Axe, which do not kill creatures with counters. It does remove them, but usually not good enough. Scavenging Ooze, this one I'll kill before it starts getting counters and it gets out of hand. Scavenging Ooze, still good after all these years. Now I need to draw land here, and I need to draw land for the next 3 or 4 or 5 turns. Nope. That almost made me want to just forfeit. Concede. So does that. No. I should have mulliganed. You usually should not keep a two-land hand, especially when the other cards in your hand cost 4 or more. Because the chances I was going to be able to cast them on time were just really low. Outer Limits, I used to like that show. Does anyone remember the show Outer Limits? This has 3 lands and a way for me to scry a little. So this I'll keep. And I have all my colors. See, that was a better decision. Yeah, I just want land, so I don't have any early plays though. Deck needs a bit more ramp. I think I'm gonna take out, or no, I think I'm gonna take something out and add that mana creature that can function as a land or taps for mana that I just opened in that Zendikar Rising pack. At least he's not off. This is a control deck though. No, I'm not gonna use it on Omen of the Sea. Oh, it's a Yorion Companion deck. So it's what, blue-white, or is it blue-white-red? Because I've seen both variations on Arena quite a bit. Seems to be blue-white. Azorius control. Azorius Yorion control. And yet every Yorion deck, I always see them on turn 2 playing Omen of the Sea. Even though the deck is supposed to have over 80 cards, so the probability that they would be able to draw Omen of the Sea, even if it's 4, even if there's 4 in a deck, which there probably is, and an 80 card deck would be quite low. I guess he's just waiting to counter me. Midnight clock, so he's ramping now. And if I don't stop that clock before it resolves, I will certainly lose. I'll play this. This card almost feels like a waste because I just never have permanents in the graveyard to retrieve with his mutate ability. I thought when I put this in the deck that this was just going to be like drawing a card, and I need the card advantage in this. Oh, okay. So this is a Doom Foretold deck, so not good. Whew. Can you believe Black gets counterspells now? Not counterspells, I'm sorry. Can you believe that Black gets enchantment removal? It did just save me. Because he resolved Doom Foretold and it was over. So this is a blue, black, white Yorion deck. Focusing, I guess, on enchantments. Which it often does because Urion's able to flicker the enchantments. I've seen a lot of sagas get used. Okay, he put Yorion into his hand. That was predictable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 lands. What do I want to do here? Okay, I guess I'll play this guy. Might as well. I just need to get a creature on the board so I can start mutating. And he's not even worried how long this game goes because his midnight clock. Oh, there it goes. There's one of the sagas. Elphys conquers death. That's okay. 3, 4, 5, 6 lands. What does this cost to mutate? That's fine. I can do this. Mysterious Egg. Mutate Auspicious Darks. No, doesn't let me. I need to drop a land then. I won't gain the pseudo haste because I just played it, but I will get another land onto the battlefield. Useless. Yorion. He can reset Elphys Conquers Death, and then he can remove my Auspicious Darks. I should have seen that coming. Yeah, I'm not even going to see how this plays out. He got me. I don't want to spend the next 10 minutes in a game that I really cannot win. Alright, let's go. Next game. Wild cards can be redeemed in your collection for cards of the same rarity, but they don't really explain how to craft them. They don't really explain that you don't actually need to own one copy of the card to craft other copies either. So I actually had to ask on like a message board, like what are these wild cards and how do you use them? This has no mutate cards in the hand at all. I guess I just didn't build this black-green mutate deck as good as it could have been. Maybe because I don't have the right cards, or maybe I just don't understand really how to play it. Oh, another companion deck, Lurrus of the Dream deck. I mean, I see that companions are making a comeback. Can you believe that there was a point where your companions did not cost you mana to get into your hand, that you could just cast them like commanders? So he went down a few cards, but he did manage to draw Ruin Crowd turn 1. So this is some sort of Lurrus of the Dream Den mill variant. So it's a blue-black. I don't think it's rogues. I think it's some sort of control. Okay. Let me try to ramp. Next turn I'm going to try to destroy that Ruin Crab. Or maybe I should destroy the Thieves Guild Enforcer. I do have the option to kill both over a couple turns. And he just milled my Pokérainos Unchained, which is a very good card to have against this style of deck. Look how quickly he mulliganed to 5, I believe, and then he was able to quickly get out all of these cards. I'm not going to block. Now all of his cards need to get dealt with. Alright, let me see. 3 mana. That's fine. Right now I'll deal with this. Next turn I'll have to deal with his Soaring Thought Thief and Excellent Lord. When I first saw this card, I was like, oh, it's an uncommon. It has a Lord effect, but it doesn't really increase the toughness, so it's not going to be that great. But I just underestimated the power of rogues in general. He brings Lurrus to his hand. Now he's going to be able to cast. So I should save removal for Lurrus of the Dream Den, as he is going to Alright. I have Reach. Just Thieves Guild. Can Lurrus actually play spells out of the graveyard? You may cast, no. You can only cast the permanent. There it goes, Lurrus. We might as well summon the Thought. Drowned in the lock. My life is perilously low. I need a way to gain life or get a lot of things onto the field. At this point, I'm more in danger. Am I in danger of being milled? Yes, I am. I'm like in equal danger of getting milled down and losing to damage. Kinda needed that mutate card. No. What I should do is get out my Pokérainos Unchained so I can fight all of his creatures. It'll come onto play with 12 counters. And I have the mana that I can fight. I already destroyed his dream den. Okay. Gain a little life there. Cut his life in half. Let's see what he's gonna do now. 2 cards in hand. If he has Drown the Loch, that would hurt right now. He's looking at his graveyard. Does he have a Nurret? Another. Ooh, that I didn't. That's why. Agadeem's Awakening only costs 3? Yeah, I guess, because X is equal to 0. Okay. I get it. However, I can still fight. That has Death Touch, so I need to fight it last. Alright. You know what? Why not? Let me just kill him. Oof. Pokerino, so red, black, board, white. Wipe the board twice for me. Now that is card advantage. Okay, what to do now? This. And now I'm going to try to mutate. I'm going to try to mutate onto Pokerinos. The counters will stay on. I'll gain a little life. And I'll get another counter. And a creature. Good. I have enough mana to mutate again. Sure. Oh, ooh, do I even have enough? Ugh, I gotta be careful. He can still mill me. I don't need lands. I don't want to mill myself. I should not have done that. I should have started using his ability to drain him, rather than mill myself with Auspicious Stars. I hate when they say good game. Over. Ooh, no cards left on the top of my deck, but I stole that win. No library. Those Lords of the Dream Den Dimir mill variants are very interesting at the very least. I don't know if they're particularly more powerful than regular Dimir Rogues with Teferis, with that Teferi mill card, and Into the Story, but maybe. Lords is really annoying to deal with. If I didn't have Pokerinos in that game, I would definitely have lost. Like, I put in work, MVP of that game. Alright, decent hand. I have my colors, I have a way to ramp. another companion deck. This is like the 4th match in a row where I played against a companion. And it's another one of those Urian control decks. They're all a little different, or at least since they have more cards, they all seem like they're different. Slightly. Well, yeah, this one's running green, so this one maybe has more of a landfall theme to it. Maybe. This card is better than I think. Okay, so he's definitely going to gain some life here. 3 toughness can be hard to get. Wow, I just drew a whole bunch of lands. That's okay. I did need those lands. No. Let me ramp. Let me get some counters on my creatures. Doesn't matter, I think. He has nice lands. I like the art in these lands. So, I guess this is white-green. I guess he doesn't need blue. Because blue is a hybrid cost, and this is not commander, but I don't really see his strategy. Some sort of ramp, maybe Ugin, but we'll see. Alright, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 mana. I'll make this guy fly. Let me use all my mana. Very risky. I am putting all my eggs certainly in one basket. I'll get a forest this time. I no longer need lands.
Yeah, because it didn't fit on the TV stand. So I took the whole TV stand down and put it in there. Yo, but like the box came all fucked up. I was scared for a second.
Alright, that's fine. Okay, now he's casting a bunch of Omen cards. A ramp. Oh, I forgot the Omen of the Hunt ramps. I haven't seen this card played yet. 3 mana. Put it onto the battlefield. Same scroll. I keep drawing into lands, and I do not need lands right now. I need mutate creatures. I need to mutate.
It's really big. Yeah.
Swamp. Sacrifice ability, right? He'll have to sacrifice one of his tokens. I'll attack. He'll let it through. He must have a way to kill it then. I just mutated too many times onto the same creature. Oh. Nope. I guess he got discouraged and just gave up. I had never seen that style of deck before. I'm sure he was going to have an Ugin game plans had I given him the opportunity. Let's keep going. Culebra. Nahiri. I have Magical Class. Again, pretty good hand. Now I don't have a high cost card in my hand. But I can. What should I do? You know what? I'm going to go turn 1 Mysterious Egg. Rogues again. Turn 2, Elysian Carson. Elysian. What is this card called? I will not attack though. Elysian Caryatid, I think. If I'm wrong, please correct me. Great card. Castle Ventress, awesome card. And like, there's nothing that, okay, he milled the land, so I didn't need that anyway.
Yeah.
A lot of lands on the top of my deck I see. This has a mutate of 4, this has a mutate of 3, so let's mutate first. Onto my egg. Over. I'll get a counter. And a land, I'll get a forest.
I still got it. I didn't really eat it.
Only this guy attacks. Is he gonna block me? Probably not. So this is what? Classic Dimir Rogues? There's the black source. Can he drown and block me yet? I don't think so. I only have one card in the graveyard. But he's trying to mill me. He's trying to get cards into my grave. Oh, that would have been good against him. Didn't need that extra mysterious egg though. Don't really see that card in a lot of mill decks, so there's that. Let's mutate. Under. I'll get 3 +1/+1 counters. It's fine. Drop a land. So I'm sending him to 8, but my hand, too much mana. I should definitely take out a forest and put in that mana creature. I think that would make this deck run a little bit smoother. Oh, there has to be something to bridge the gap between my late game and like my mid game, because right now I'm dirtling when I should have been taking advantage. He seems to have gotten a slow start. One. So he has something. He's trying to mill me for. I guess sometimes the reason is he's trying to disrupt my deck, because I really could have used that Auspicious Star. I can't believe those counters absolutely saved me. Heartless Act, a very good card. Not against cards that can put a bunch of +1/+1 counters though. And now I'm going to get more I wish I had a way to trample. Alright, now Auspicious Star goes to my hand. I'll choose a forest, I guess. I think I have more than enough. So now I think he has 8, right? Nope. He's lucky that I don't have trample, because that would have been game right there. He knows I have Auspicious Darks in my hand. Okay. What's he gonna do? I don't think I can Brazen Borrow. Then it gets hardcast. I mean, that works. I don't know what to do. I think mutating and ramping would be kind of useless here. You know what? No, I am going to do it. I don't want to use my removal here. I have a lot of life. I think I can survive next turn no matter what he does. Alright. That's fine. Let me get a Mysterious Egg. I don't want him to be able to drown me in the lock. I'm trying to play around that card, and I'm sure he understands that. What are you gonna do, buddy? You gonna double attack me? That means you have something in your hand. Smart choice. Smart choice. Because if I mutate over this guy, you could be in trouble. Ooh, that's why. That's fine. No, that's not fine. Now he can steal a permanent. Good thing he didn't mill me for a significant amount. Oh, but you see? This game got away from me. Alright. So no, he doesn't. I guess I just have to keep mutating onto Auspicious Starks and just hoping that I actually top deck something worth so many times. Just so many times you can do that. I guess this is the trade-off too for Dimir Rogues. If you run I guess if you run this version, you get to use cards like Zarosan the Trickster, a game-ending threat, and also Brazen Borrower, which is a really annoying card. He slowed me down significantly. There's that Drown in the Loch, because now I have enough cards in the graveyard. He wasted a lot of mana there, though. Is he going to attack me? No. Obviously, I'm going to mutate onto my Mysterious Egg. He can block me, though. But I get one card off the top of my deck. Hopefully it's something decent. And I get a bunch of counters, which at this point basically is just to counter his Heartless Axe. I'll mutate again. Now the mutate matters because I am going to get a card back from my graveyard. I'll get my Spider back. I don't have enough. Do I have enough? I don't have enough mana to cast it though. That's alright. Gives me a little bit of life. Oh, now I have the mana. Those are summoning sick. No, doesn't matter. I just gotta go all in. I have enough cards on my deck that I don't think he can mill me out from here, but you never know. You see? Now this is where the deck starts maneuvering. Migratory Great Horn goes back to my hand. Alright, there we go. I have another card in my hand that I can mutate. So maybe I'll mutate onto Shivering Harvest. Get rid of one of his blockers. I think he needs to block here. No, he's going to let the 2 damage in. It's a very confident attitude, buddy. Oh, that's why. You could have done that and then blocked, though. Also, Brazen Borrower is not a good blocker. It can only block flyers. I think it's too late, though. Good move, though. Got rid of my strongest threat. Does he have the mana? Yeah, why is he attacking me? That was a good game, though. So a lot of Mill, a lot of Rogues, a lot of Lurrus the Dream Engine, a lot of Urian. That's what I'm seeing in Magic the Gathering Arena Standard at the moment. A lot of companions, still good, even with the Power Errata, because they were just broken when they were first released. Richie Cunningham. That just seems like a regular name. Alright. Migratory Greathorn, very good in this deck. Auspicious Storax should have been a rare. This is only a common. Amazing. Amazing as a common. This too. I guess that's why I put this deck together. It was actually not hard to make. A lot of the best cards are just either common or uncommon. I don't have a single rare in my hand, and yet I don't feel like my hand is particularly weak. How do you like my new avatar? How do you like Karn? Do you think he's coming back in the storyline anytime soon? When we last saw him in Dominaria, he kept mentioning that he wants to go to Maraudon to end the Phyrexian threat there, and actually took something off Dominaria, the device that actually caused the first Ice Age in Dominaria. So I'm guessing Karn wants to devastate the entire plane of Maraudon, which doesn't seem like a Karn thing, considering he was so anti-violence. I don't think he would murder a whole plane, especially if there are innocents still on that plane. Alright, I'm going to go into my Essence Symbiote. A red-blue spell deck, I'm assuming. That was a good move. That slowed me down quite a few turns. Bonecrusher Giant. This is like the most played card in Standard, even still. It was even played even above... hold on. Let me see what I'm going to do. You know what? I want his ability. I want to leave up mana for Heartless Act. That's fine. Anyway, as I was saying, Bonecrusher Giant, even when Omnath was dominant, saw more play than Omnath. This saw play in more than just Omnath decks. It saw play in Gruul Adventures, and now is probably the strongest card in Gruul Adventures. So he has some sort of counter in his hand. That is the only reason that he would not have played. I'll attempt to mutate just because I need the lands. I need mana. He allowed me to mutate. Was he only pretending to have like a counterspell on removal? Because if he doesn't, he should have cast. There it goes. That'll resolve. I still got the ramp off of it. But he 2-for-1 me there. Killing both my little ramp creature and also... So if he doesn't have a counterspell, does he just have burn? Nope, he has a counterspell. Yo, that clock is counting up quickly. Another counterspell? Cast something. I have removal in my hand. Surely you don't see Mysterious Egg as a threat. Yeah, you're gonna let it through. But I think he knows. They're both holding up some stuff. But this is the problem. That clock. If he activates his Midnight Clock, which I thought was an awful card, but I do like the flavor because this is obviously from Cinderella, the story of Cinderella, when she needed to get home before the strike of midnight, and of course she didn't, but she wasn't penalized for that. If it reaches 12, I am in trouble because he will get to play just a hand of terrific. He will get a new hand of 7, so that's a problem. Can you stop this? It has 6 toughness. He let it through. Only for it to return to my hand. Another Brazen Borrower. Another deck where Brazen Borrower is excellent in it. Rogue. Even though this is just a straight control deck. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, so that's basically what he was aiming for. He controlled me the entire game. Well, we can at least do this. That resolves. I'm pretty surprised. I'm going to try to up his loyalty and go for his ultimate. Sometimes it can be hard for a blue-red deck to stop a Planeswalker. I should have actually made the token there because I forgot he was running Soul. This card isn't even that good. Well, yeah, I guess the part where they lose indestructible, so it gets around that. But are there really a lot of indestructible creatures right now in Standard? He has 4 adventure cards. He has 4 creatures ready to come at me when he has taken complete control over the game. And just in case he runs out of cards while he does it, he still has his clock right here. Let me try something else. I have removal, but he just has more options in his hand than me. So he's going to burn me here, I assume. Why else would he do that? Wasting quite a bit of cards to remove my creatures though, but when they all have a second chance at life, due to the adventure mechanic, I'm sure he's willing to make those trades. Why is he not casting though? Does he think I have removal? Don't need that land. This must have been the 3rd or 4th time I cast Chittering Harvester in this game. 6 toughness is hard for this deck to get around, I see. This is getting ridiculous. He has an entire hand of adventure 3, 4, 5, 6. So he used 6 spells on me, and now he gets to cast them as creatures. And is he just messing with me? You see, I don't think this deck is well positioned in Standard though, because it's slow and it draws due to Midnight Clock, and that's a liability against Mono Blue Mill or Dimir Rogues or Lurrus the Dream Den Rogues. But he knows I am not playing a mill strategy, so looks like he's going to absolutely try to lock up this game. I haven't even touched his life total. Then again, he hasn't touched mine either. That's his win condition. So now he can win the game, I think, without even ever playing any of the Avenger creatures. Well, I guess I should start attacking. I guess I'll mutate. Twelfth hour. That's 24 hours. The whole day has passed. Ugh, this doesn't even. Ugh, I didn't even read the card. So that card doesn't even. It allows him to take all the cards in his graveyard and reshuffle them, so it actually is good against Mill. What is he doing though? Like, is he just trying to draw his entire deck? Does he have Thassa's Oracle as a win condition? Or is it just that he's trying to kill me using Shark Typhoon and he thinks that's the best way? I can't fault him because he's probably right. I said resolve. This is like insane though. I'm like facing a wall of cards. Now my hand is empty. If he runs out of cards in his hand, I don't even think he knows what he has. 24 cards left in the deck too. You know, if he just started casting his Bone Crusher Giants and his Brazen Borrowers, there would be nothing I could do. Now that he sees that my hand is absolutely empty, he should... Okay, there you go. He has too much stuff. Yeah, nope. You got it, buddy. Here you go. Take a look. No, yeah. I feel like he got lucky there. But any game where someone resolves that midnight clock and manages it to get to the 12th hour probably is going to win. Eternal Frost. Is this the same person? No. Another decent hand. I will keep this hand. So Commander Legends pre-release, is that this weekend or is that next weekend? I believe it's the next weekend. Everyone seems to overall. You know, I didn't know for the longest time that even on turn 1, you can just attack if you have haste. I thought the rules were that the first turn of a game. So this is a very aggressive deck. I'm gonna try to avoid taking as much damage as possible. Mono red, okay. Seems like this deck is lightning fast. Should I try to ramp as quickly as possible? No. Let me try to gain some life. Actually, that was probably not a wise decision. I should have gone for the ramp. Because how am I going to mutate? I don't have 4 lands. Was that turn 3? That goblin. Shockingly good. I don't even particularly like that card. But it just kicked my butt. Alright, let's go. Do you think there should be these 30-second time extension things in this game? Are they really not giving you enough time to do what you need to do? Another good hand, but I guess it depends on what your opponent's really playing. Aurelia, so this is going to be what type of deck, I wonder? A blue-black control deck? No, it's blue-black rogues, almost certainly. Alright, let me see what I'm going to do here. Yep, let me try to ramp. If I can, before he starts using Drown the Lock. Fabled Passage. Excellent card. I'm going to get milled for 6 here. I've seen faster starts, however. I'm not fooled for a second. I think he has that Flash Rogue, at least one of them in his hand. Is he gonna flash it in right now? No, he didn't. There you go. Counter target creature spell. Oh, another Ruin Crab. And are you gonna drop another Fabled Passage? Boros leaves Boros, legendary creature, as his figurehead, and yet he's playing blue-black Dimir Rogues. Oh, see, this card played a lot too. Not a mutate card at all. Alright, so you're searching for an answer for that, because that is a threat. What's in my graveyard? Anything worth? Yeah, there's a number of things that I would like to get using my Boneyard Lurker. I'd like to start mutating and destroying his creatures. Do I Garuk this? Yeah, you know what? I am going to play Garou. That's fine. I just need to create 3 threes then, I guess. $30 cards? Wow, he milled me for 21 cards in an instant. That's okay. I'll mutate onto one of my ramp cards. That'll let me get a permanent back. The permanent I will choose is... Do I not have Elder Granite in the graveyard? Taking Exile. I don't know if that was the right decision, but that's fine. Now I'll start attacking. Maybe I should have brought back Garou. Or maybe I should have brought back another Boneyard Lurker. Actually, these are pretty good against mill decks, so I draw them early enough. Manually tapping, odd. That's an odd decision. Oh, into the story. Looking for removal. Looking for lands. I have a Heartless Act 2 in this deck. 2 mana open, a black and a blue is always so depressing against this deck because it could be Drown in the Loch or it could be that 2/3 rogue. Not 2/3. What is it? A 1/3, but then it has a Lord effect that works even with itself, so it can become a 2/3. It would be, considering I have 27 cards in my graveyard. I'm just going to try to kill one of these. I just want to see what he has. No, he let it through. He understood that I was going to try to cast Elder Garganeth after that, so I'm sure he has something. Yep, 27 cards in the graveyard, so that resolves. Ooh, buddy. What are you gonna do now? Why didn't he Drown in the Loch the other thing? He's that scared of the damage? Or he just has removal in his hand that can deal with that? If he had Teferi's, that enchantment, the Teferi's enchantment on the field, I would have been killed because he into the story twice. When I first saw this card, I was like, awesome name. But, ooh, Pokeranos. Awesome name, but not good enough. 7 mana to draw 4 cards that even at instant speed is garbage. And then I thought, okay, 3 less means that it could cost 4 mana at instant speed. However, let's see what he's gonna do here. Alright, I'm gonna summon Pokeranos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll remove 6 lands. He has 3 mana up, so he can do something. 18 cards means he probably can't mill me out next turn. It resolves. I'm going to use his ability. I'm going to fight his crab. Yep, I got him there, but barely. Alright, well, I will continue to work on this green-black mutate deck. Hopefully I will eventually have the proper lands to make it into a Sultai deck. I would like to use some of the legendary mutate creatures in Ikoria. So please tune in, and if there's something that you want to see, a topic that you want to cover, let me know. This is Magic with Class, always reminding you to gather with class.